Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at something pretty unique, and it's a padlock. But what makes this padlock so special is that it uses your fingerprint to unlock. So I thought that was pretty interesting and definitely a pretty awesome way to implement a lock without having to have any kind of keys or anything to remember to bring, just your finger. So I'm pretty excited to see how this thing works. Let's check it out. Alright, so I picked this thing up on Amazon, and this is the box it comes in. It's quite small, as you can see, and this is the brand. I guess would go something like Yahoo. So here in the back we have some of these specs here. Model number, the color, this is actually gold, or it has a gold accent. It's a zinc alloy, weighs only 85 grams. And here's the interesting part, it does have an internal battery. And we'll get to an interesting fact about this battery here in a second. So it is IP65 waterproof, so it can be in the rain if you need it to be. Alright, let's open this thing up. So it is plastic wrapped. It does say fingerprint padlock. Very cool. Alright, so the first thing we see here is a manual. So we might have to read it a little bit here to figure out how it works. Seems to be a very nice English manual. Kind of tells you how to use all the functions. Very cool. And here is the lock itself. It's actually quite attractive looking. So this is what it looks like. This is the gold finish they were talking about. So this is the gold finish here. And I think they have a couple choices of the silver and gold. So the first thing I noticed is that you could use this lock probably for a lot of different things. Even maybe for some luggage or suitcases. Could accommodate this thickness here maybe. It definitely feels quite substantial. So in the front here we have the logo. We have what looks like a little light, and then the touchpad where you touch it to unlock. Here if we go to the side, we can see that there is a little button. I don't know if you guys can read that, but it says set on there. And underneath the lock we have what looks like a charging port. Okay, so there's a little rubber piece that comes out, and it's a USB-C charging port. Very cool. Finally, we're starting to see USB-C creeping into these kind of things. Alright, so I'm going to close that back up. So on this side of the lock, it's quite clean. There's nothing there. The back is also quite clean. There's like a little line here. Just gives it a little aesthetics. Very nice. And then the top here. Alright, so let's see if we can figure out how to make this thing work. So obviously it's not going to just open, push, or do something. So let's go ahead and touch this. See what? Oh, okay. Alright, so it just opens. So I think right now maybe it's set. Alright, so when I pushed it back in, it locked. And it does make a little sound when you open and close it. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but well, that's very interesting. So right now it's set up, looks like, to just work without any kind of actual fingerprint. It's just like a button. So technically you could use it like that also. Very cool. That's so fun to use. That definitely is a lot easier to do than a key. Alright, so I guess we need to program our fingerprint in there. So let's go ahead and do that next. Alright, so I read the directions a bit, and it's quite simple actually. So right now it's, just locking as you touch it. So it's empty. There's no, any kind of fingerprint in the memory in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to push the set button here on the side. And when you push that, it's kind of a little hard to push because it's recessed in there. But it is pushable. So once you push that, you have a blue light come on. So that means it's ready to accept the fingerprints. Okay, so let's go ahead and basically 10 times we need to touch it. And it's going to beep every time. So you just keep doing this until, it tells you that, it got all your information that it needs. So just keep touching it. That's it. So now it's stored my index finger on the right side of my hand. So now if I try to open it, it doesn't open, obviously, because it's not the right finger. But let's go ahead and try the right finger. And there it goes. Look at that. Well, that's really cool. That's actually very simple. So locking it doesn't take much. You just push it back in and it's locked. Now the other cool feature that it has is that you can add more, up to 10 more fingers, I guess, or other people that you want to open this lock also. And the way you're going to do that is also quite simple. What we're going to do is we're going to hit the set button again here. We're going to do that. Then we're going to put our unlocking finger on there. And so that's going to unlock it and tell us, you know, this is allowed. So now we're going to be setting up another finger. So let's just go ahead and use my middle finger. And there we go. Now I'm programming my middle finger to open this lock. And that's it. So now I got 2 fingers that can open this same lock. So let's go ahead and try that. So let's use my new finger here. Push it right, there we go. Boom. And let's see if my index finger still works. And there it goes. So it's actually quite accurate and quite quick on getting it done. So obviously if I use anything else, it won't open. So let's say you want to reset the whole lock back to original, where it just, you know, has no fingerprint entries. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to hit the set button and we're going to hold it for 5 seconds. And when you hold it, you're going to see a red light flashing. Then you're going to take your admin finger and you're going to put it on there and hold it. And it's going to do a long beep, and now it's reset. And so now it's completely back to, you know, being erased and just stock. So we should be able to unlock it with any finger now. Yep, there it goes. So now it's back to the original state that it was in. Alright, so in the box we should have a cable also. Alright, so we do have something in there. There it is. So it does come with a USB-C to regular USB to charge the padlock, and you'd probably want to charge it before you put it into commission to make sure your battery is nice and full. So yeah guys, quite an interesting and very unique little padlock here. And so here's the craziest part about this thing. So if you charge this thing one time, it could last for very, very long. It could last to up to a year depending on how much you use it. So here in the manual we can see the low consumption. After fully charged, it can offer 2,500 to 3,000 times of lock and unlock actions. So yeah, and actually the standby is up to a year on this battery. This is quite dependable and not going to get you locked out, unless you forget to charge this thing every half a year or something. Because I think I would prefer charging it at least every 6 months till waiting it to die till the end. But in any case, even if it dies for whatever reason, the way you would make it come back to life is you would just plug it into the USB charging port. So you'd have to bring a little portable charging port with you, plug that in, and then you can pop it open, and then fully charge this thing or whatever you got to do. So very, very unique. I can totally see this being used in locker rooms, like bags, just simple locking things. You're obviously not going to protect from serious theft here with this quite small locking ring, but for everyday locking needs, this thing is just awesome, and it makes it so easy to unlock. I mean, it's kind of crazy how well this thing works. And if you're going to use this where you need up to 10 people using the same lock, you can program that. So you don't need 10 keys and 10 reasons why they don't have a key to use this thing. Very, very cool. So I'm definitely giving this thing a thumbs up. If you need a lock like this, guys, simply accessed and accessed by multiple people, or just the convenience for everyday use, this thing definitely delivers. So if you're interested in a lock just like this, I'll leave some links in the description. Check it out. They have 2 colors. They have this gold here and they have the silver, and they're quite attractive, as you can see. And if you enjoyed this video, guys, then hit that like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, I do reviews on this channel. So if you're not subscribed, then hit that subscribe button to see more. And as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.